Coronation Street spoilers. Carla in deadly danger as she discovers the truth about Stephen and corners him. Carla Barlow is set to finally discover the truth about Stephen Reed drugging her in Coronation Street, but it could leave her in deadly danger. Earlier this year, Stephen resorted to drugging Carla's tea with LSD in a bid to convince everyone that she was having another psychotic episode and incapable of running the factory, leaving him in a position to step in and take over. His plan worked for a little while, as Carla decided to step away from work for treatment, leaving Stephen and Sarah Platt in charge of the business. However, she has since reclaimed her throne at Underworld, leaving Stephen back where he started. Things have already begun to unravel for Stephen, with Sarah having rumbled his plan to take the equity release money from Audrey's house. Not only that, but the body of Stephen's first murder victim, Leo, was recently unearthed on Ed and Ronnie Bailey's building site. It seems that Stephen's crimes are beginning to catch up with him and the clock is ticking until his reign is over. He is set to take a further knock in upcoming episodes when Carla gets the results of her LSD test from the clinic. After a conversation with Rufus' wife Lou about what it feels like to take LSD, Carla realized that her most recent psychotic episode had felt more like what Lou was describing as a bad trip than it had her previous episodes. This left her wondering whether she'd had a psychotic episode at all, or if she had actually been drugged. Her suspicions left Roy Cropper feeling uneasy as he worried that she was once again falling into the grips of psychosis, but she assured him that she was of perfectly sound mind, and was determined to prove that her suspicions were correct. To do this, she sent off for a testing kit that would allow a clinic to examine a strand of her hair for traces of LSD. When the results come back, it confirms that Carla has traces of LSD in her system and Carla is convinced that Rufus is to blame. However, after sharing her thoughts with husband Peter, she realizes that the dates of her illness don't add up, meaning Rufus is out of the picture. Later, Carla is offered a cup of coffee by Michael Bailey, but grimaces when it's not up to the standard she usually accepts. Michael is quick to apologize, pointing out that it is usually Sarah or Stephen in charge of making her drinks. Carla freezes as she is hit with a dawning realization of who was responsible for drugging her, before immediately pulling Stephen into the office. The factory boss berates him as she reveals that she knows what he's done, and Sarah finds it difficult to mask her unease as Carla marches out, declaring that she will prove he spiked her drinks with LSD. She heads straight to DS Swain and explains everything. However, she is left frustrated when DS Swain asserts that, without proper evidence, it is mere speculation. Will Carla be able to prove what Stephen has done to her, or will he silence her for good before she gets the chance?